Hello aspirants, this is Shravani Ram. Welcome to Prime Time. In this video, we are going to cover Polity Current Affairs from 21st of October to 27th of October. So we have 5 topics in brief and 1 topic of importance, that is FRA 2006. So let's get started. Our first topic is Gyan Bharatam Mission. This is very important because this scheme was mentioned in the 2025-26 budget. So what is it? It is locating, conserving, digitizing and making it accessible of manuscripts. So it all started in 2003 under NMM, National Mission for Manuscripts. So that time they want to collect and preserve the manuscripts. Then the center has realized that it is very difficult task because there were some were with the private acquisition, some with the temples, and they were all scattered. So then only they could recover only 44 lakh manuscripts that time. That's why it has expanded that with a 482.85 crore budget this time, and the tenure will be 2024 to 2031. So ఈసారి టార్గెట్ ఏంటంటే 1 కోటి manuscripts ని ప్రిజర్వ్ చేయడం, అవి ఎక్కడున్నాయో లొకేట్ చేయడం, వాటిని కన్జర్వ్ చేయడం, డిజిటైజ్ చేయడం, అండ్ దే విల్ make it accessible for academic purpose, research purpose and some private purpose. Okay, it is launched by the Ministry of Culture. This is important. So 70% of fund approval తో పాటు రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది, 40% చెక్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత వెరిఫై అయిన తర్వాత రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో దీనికోసమని 20 ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్తో MOU అనేది సైన్ చేసింది Ministry of Culture. Not only these 20 institutes, upcoming days lopala inkoka 40 institutes so sign up chestundannamata. It is under integrated with Vikasit Bharat at 2047. Next topic is Green Cess. So this is in news because Uttarakhand government want to implement Green Cess on the vehicles that are registered outside of the state. So we all know what is cess. It is a specific tax levied on existing taxes for a specific purpose. So what is Green Cess? Green Cess is aimed at, it is aimed at environmental conservation and pollution control, and it is a mitigation of ecological degradation. So in this perspective, what are the articles related to us? One is Article 48A, that is DPSP. Nothing but protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding forest and wildlife. And one more article also there, that is fundamental duties. And Article 51A clause G. It is a fundamental duty to protect natural environment and wildlife. So these 2 articles are important in this perspective. Next topic is Article 371. This is in news because already we have seen that Ladakh is protesting for separate statehood and placing in 6th schedule. But instead of placing Ladakh in 6th schedule, the center offered delegation of Article 371. So what is Article 371? Article 371 enables center that it can give a special provision to a specific state. It may be regarding jobs, it may be regarding land, it may be regarding funds, it may be regarding administration. So already so many states were acquiring this and enjoying this separate provisions like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Nagaland, Mizoram, Assam and Goa, etc. Even Article 371D is related to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and it is speaking about, it is defining like local reservation and water zones and who can call as a local and all mentioned in Article 371D. So let us see will this executed or implemented or not. So up to now the center offered the delegation to Ladakh. Next topic is mandatory labeling of synthetic AI generated content. So the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has proposed an amendment, that Amendment to Information Technology Rules 2021. That is, whatever the AI data you upload to the social media or digital platform, any digital platform, that need to be labeled, that need to be mentioned that it is generated from AI. So it is a proposed one amendment, but hope this will soon be amended. So we'll see what are the key provisions in this proposal. So in this draft, that is clearly defining what is synthetically generated information. That is maybe generated by artificial intelligence, algorithmically created or modified, altered using computer resource. All these called as synthetic AI generated content. So for this, when you upload to the digital platforms, the user must be declare that it needs declaration that whether it is a AI content or not. So AI generated or modified. Then what it will ask is there is a requirement of labeling it. That is also 10% of the screen has to be covered with the label. And one more thing, they need to provide a watermark that is non-removable. So these are the important provisions, key provisions of this proposed amendment. Let us see what are the final output comes. These are the key provisions of this amendment. Let us see after amending the IT rules of 2021. Next topic is match fixing. We all know cricket match fixing. So why this is in news? This is in news because in KPL case, the Karnataka High Court has quashed cheating case as calling it as dishonest in 2022. Then what happened? BCCI approached the Supreme Court. Match fixing must be considered as a criminal offense of cheating. So this is the case. That is why it is in news. So in this perspective, what are the sections related to IPC and what are the sections related to this BNS? We'll see. So section 420 is of IPC, Indian Penal Code, and in Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, it will come under 318. This is of cheating. If it is a criminal conspiracy, for IPC it is 120B and for BNS it is section 61. It is section 61. So BCCI argument is that it has to be considered as a criminal offense because they are breaching the fair play by fixing. So up to now there is no specific law regarding the match fixing or any sport fraud by the Parliament. Okay. The topic of importance is the Forest Rights Act FRA 2006. So this is related to forest dwellers. Forest dwellers are the tribal people who depend upon the minor forest produce. So దానిపైనే ఆధారపడి వాళ్ళ లైవ్లీహుడ్ ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ దొరికిన ఫారెస్ట్లో దొరికిన మైనర్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ని వాళ్ళు సేల్ చేసుకుని వాళ్ళు బతుకుతారు. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఈస్ అవి ఆ మైనర్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ని తీసుకోవడానికి వాళ్ళకి రైట్స్ ఇస్తుంది త్రూ FRA 2006. So it is making it legal. Then what happened? A petition filed on them that because of this FRA and it is giving rights to the forest dwellers, there is a huge amount of environmental degradation. So appudu in 2019, the Supreme Court has ordered that evict all forest dwellers. So there were around almost 1.9 million people. So 1.9 million people ni evict చేయమని Supreme Court order ఇచ్చింది in 2009. Then the center has repetitioned it and there was a stay. So till now అది స్టేలోనే ఉంది. Nobody got evicted because 20 million people, 20 lakh people, tribal people will be homeless. So in this perspective, recently ఏమైందంటే the center has defended that it is FRA అనేది ఉండాలి for the protection of forest dwellers. Why? Because it is restoring the dignity, securing livelihoods and ensuring justice for the tribal community. And the argument of a center. So in this perspective, we'll see what are the articles related to it and what are the provisions of the Forest Rights Act 2006. So coming to articles, first Article 14, equality before law, equal protection by law to the tribal people. And Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. So they can choose their profession, they can choose their place, and they can have their own livelihood. And coming to DPSPs, we have two DPSPs related to it, Article 46 and Article 48A. Article 46 is regarding promotion of educational and economic interests of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and other weaker sections. Here we are considering scheduled tribes. Article 48A, protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding the forests and wildlife. Okay.
Hello everyone. As you all know, Civil Services Prime Time is one of its kind initiative where we are teaching the students current affairs related to that particular subject one day at a time. అంటే ఒక వారంలో జరిగిన కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ అన్ని ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ కి సంబంధించి మేము ఒక రోజులో చెప్తున్నాం. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద రివర్స్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ టెక్నిక్. బికాస్ మీరు ప్రతి వీడియో చూసినట్టయితే ఎండ్ లో ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ చేస్తున్నాము, అలాగే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ మెయిన్స్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో in order to get daily updates at 7 o'clock sharp as we are doing it, subscribe చేసుకోండి, అలాగే bell కూడా click చేయండి so that 7 o'clock కి మీకు immediate గా notification వస్తుంది.
So the key provisions of FRA 2006, we'll see one by one. First, it will recognizes the forest dwellers and their rights of traditional forest dwellers residing in the forest for generations, and to collect the minor produce for scheduled tribes, and they can habitate their habitation, cultivation, grazing, collection and sale of minor produce, and management of community resources, community forest resources subjected to certain conditions, certain terms. And this will be organized and overlooked by whom? The Gram Sabhas. And they'll verify the claims, they'll verify the rights and manage the forest resources. And center also mentioned that there is no sunset clause for this. Here, what is sunset clause? The sunset clause is nothing but if the deadline is mentioned, then it is called sunset clause. For example, for reservation, they were mentioned 10 years initially. So there is a sunset. After 10 years, it will automatically lapses. But it is absence of sunset clause. There is no specific timeline mentioned. So for reservation, they were continuing, renewing again and again. That's why it is still in the implementation. But there was also sunset clause for the reservation. Here in this Forest Rights Act, there is no sunset clause mentioned. We have to wait for the verdict, final verdict, whether eviction happens or not. So we'll move to the questions. Let us see previous year questions. Our first question, this came in 2013 UPSC prelims. So the question is, with reference to the National Mission of Manuscripts, NMM. This is of 2003. So consider the following statements. It is aimed at preserving and promoting India's rich manuscript heritage. Yes, this is true. And Kriti Sampada under the NMM refers to the series of seminars and manuscript conservation. Actually, Kriti Sampada is not related to the seminars. It is a database of manuscripts. So this is wrong. So answer is A only. The second question, it is 2017 UPSC prelims question. Consider the following statements. The Parliament of India can make any law for the whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties. Yes, this is true. And the Constitution of India provides for the establishment of autonomous district councils in certain areas of the country. Yes, this is also true for the tribal protection. And the governor of state may have a special responsibility for law and order in certain areas of state. This is also true. For example, ADC will be having special focus for the scheduled areas. So answer is A, B, C. All are correct. Answer is D. Question number 3. It came in 2019 UPSC prelims. So the question is, with reference to the digital technology for governance in India, consider the following statements. In India, the Personal Data Protection Bill 2018 protects individual privacy against misuse of data. Question number 3, that is a 2019 UPSC prelims question. With reference to digital technologies for governance in India, consider the following statements. We consider this question according to 2019 only. So, in India, the Personal Data Protection Bill 2018 protects individual privacy against misuse of data. This is true for now current condition, but in 2019 that was a draft and that was not enacted. So that is wrong. And in India, the Aadhaar data is fully secured and cannot be shared with any agency, even with the consent of the individual. This is also wrong. It is not completely secure. So the answer is neither A nor B. The next question, the term, it came in 2019 UPSC prelims. So the term safe harbor, often seen in the news, refers to the which of the following? A facility for storage of crude oil during price fluctuations? No. And protection given to the intermediaries such as social media platforms under the IT Act of 2000. This is the answer. This term is nothing but protection given by the intermediaries by IT rules. So measures adopted by RBI to stabilize foreign exchange markets? No. The provisions for the fishermen during the natural disasters? No. So answer is B. And the next question came in 2020 UPSC prelims. With the present state of development, artificial intelligence can effectively do which of the following? A. Bring down the electricity consumption in industrial units, because it needs less people and only by a tool we are using. So less people, less working and less electricity. So this is true. And create meaningful short stories and songs. Yes. So for this also it can be used. Disease diagnosis. Yes, this can be done. Text to speech conversion. Yes. For example, bhashan or translation and all. Wireless transmission of electrical energy. This is different. This is hardware thing and the above said are software things. So this is not the one. So answer is A, B, C and D. So answer is A. Coming to the mains question. The question is, it came in 2018 mains. Discuss the significance of forest rights legislation for tribal empowerment and forest conservation in India. So it can be addressed like first you have the keyword is discuss here. So discuss everything, what are the provisions and all. So first in introduction, give introduction about FRA 2006, how it is protecting the rights of forest dwellers. And then in addressing, first in body, you address what is the position in colonial rule of forest dwellers or scheduled tribes. And then what are the acts on post-independence, like Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 and all. And FRA 2006 key provisions you need to address. And then you need to address the importance of Gram Sabha and key provisions, safeguards and significance in tribal employment and what are the challenges. So you address everything, and in the conclusion you need to write that FRA is a crucial step forward reconciling livelihood security with the ecological integrity. Please send your answers at response@civiccentre.in. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks for watching.
CivicCentre IAS is offering Telangana Group 1 Prelims cum Mains classes as well as Andhra Pradesh Group 1 Prelims cum Mains classes in English medium for a period of 8 to 10 months. This also covers the complete NCERT textbooks and statewide textbooks. So what are you waiting for? Learn through reverse engineering technique today. Admissions are in progress. Join now. Visit our website. Thank you.